Hey YouTube, this is the Bible Thumping Wingnut, and I want to say right off from the start here, I am sorry to Vertical Cadence for the part that my actions played in him deciding to close his YouTube account. For that, I am very sorry. I've never been one for defending myself, especially publicly. If you remember back to Memorial Day and the events that happened that day, I never defended myself publicly. I always kind of figured, the truth is the truth, and eventually it'll come out, and everybody will know the truth, and no reason to defend yourself. And a lot of times in my life, I think this has been a detriment to how other people view me. But it's finally got to the point where enough is enough, and I need to say a few things. One reason why I haven't defended myself is because by doing so, actually exposes Vertical Cadence more than if I don't defend myself. So I hope that everyone will use their common sense and not use any of this information to harm anyone. But things are out of control now, and I need to say a few things. I listened to Vertical Cadence's My Side of the Story, his side of the story called My Side of the Story, and I really thought for the most part it was accurate. Only a few things did I disagree with. A few things I want to disagree with publicly is that Cy did not demand at any time that Vertical Cadence use his real name. And there was some confusion in the beginning of the debate, and it was predetermined that the Realistic Nihilist would go first. And when we went live, it is my fault for not communicating properly with Vertical Cadence. I should have communicated better and said, okay, we're going to take the Realistic Nihilist first, and following that, for Vertical Cadence, you will be second. So I wasn't kicking him out and then asking him to come back. That was an error in my communication skills, so I apologize for that. As a point of, for everyone's information, Vertical Cadence's real name was never used in the debate by anyone. Towards the end of the debate, when just Cy and I were in the room, Cy referred to somebody by his first name, and that first name is the first name of the Realistic Nihilist, and the Realistic Nihilist is known by his first name and on different formats and hangouts and such, so that was used with permission. Vertical Cadence unfortunately dropped his own docs. When he entered into the room, his name became public not only to the 4 people in the room, but to everyone who can look at a Google Hangout on the Google Plus application. And to this date, if someone knows how to look at it, that information is still available. And I don't recommend that anybody goes and looks at it. Unfortunately, because Vertical Cadence signed into the debate with his first and last real name, he dropped his own documents. Very sorry that that happened. I had absolutely no control over that, and I am deeply saddened that it caused him to close his channel. In a hangout a few days later, I am 100% guilty of showing a picture of Vertical Cadence that Vertical Cadence makes public by his appearance on different shows on Google Hangouts and such. I used his picture as my own avatar, and it was a wrong thing to do. I am sorry for that. It was a lack of discernment on my part, and something I shouldn't have done. It is something I've done before in many Hangouts, messing around with Agent of Doubt, Raw 5069, Rand Campbell, more people than I could even mention or remember. It's just part of my humor, and in this instance, it I should have thought about it, been more sensitive to the situation, and not put his picture up as my avatar. So, Vertical Cadence, I was wrong to do that, and I am sorry. I've made a few videos on my Sola Bible Thumping Wingnut video about this situation, Vertical Cadence. And again, I need to apologize for a video that I made. I was clarifying my position, and I also used that opportunity to further my argument against the moral justification from a subjective moral standpoint, which is the atheist standpoint, most atheist standpoint. And that was poor judgment on my part. I've taken that video down, and I should not have done that. So again, I apologize for that. At no time have I ever said Vertical Cadence's name in a comment, through a sock account, through a video of any kind. I don't need to apologize for that. I didn't do that, but I am sorry for the way things transpired, and anyway, I feel bad about the whole situation. There's been a campaign to expose my last name. Unfortunately, in the past, Atheism Defended made a video, and he dropped me, my name, first name, last name, and the city I live in. And since then, he took that video down. He apologized for it. He and I exchanged private messages. That came and left, but Karen S. has been on a campaign to expose me. She's got a video called Pharisee of Privacy, in which she shows people how to find out what my first and last name is. She's been dropping a play on words that reveals my last name for quite some time, and she has some other folks following her doing that repeatedly over and over again. If you know my last name, you know everything about me. All you have to do is search it, and you can find out all kinds of things about me. The reason why I don't want people to know my last name is because I don't want atheists to know my last name, because then they could go and do things that should not be done, that would not be right to do. In Vertical Cadence's situation, he doesn't want people to know his last name because he doesn't want people outside of YouTube to know about him. That's his own purpose. I respect that, but for me, I don't want you guys to know my last name, because I don't want you to go poking around my personal life. My personal life knows about my YouTube account. My work knows about my YouTube account. My family knows, and my friends know about it. I would like my last name to remain private. Can you find out what my last name is? Sure. Did I previously have accounts online that exposed my first and last name? Yes, but when I started the Bible Thumping Wingnut channel a year ago, I decided I would like it if this would remain private, apart from my personal life. That's my own desire, and I would ask that everyone would respect that. In light of what has been perceived as my wrongdoing in this situation, many have taken it upon themselves to expose my real last name. Captain Awesome 013 making a video in which he repeated my name 10 times, first and last name, clearly in a attempt to expose who I am. I think it was wrong. He made the video and said, please mirror this video before it gets flagged down. So it has been flagged down, and obviously he knew it would be flagged down because it was inappropriate, but some have taken upon themselves to mirror that video, including Robert Wallace, Karen S., Mike Phillips, Tom Piper, Glute, and I'm sure others that I haven't even come across. But you see, atheists talk about persecution, if their real name gets out there. A few of them say private, and a few Christians stay private as well. And many atheists talk about, what would happen if my name got out there? What would happen to me? Well, my name is out there, and I'm not afraid, and my name is out there now. I'm not afraid what other people are now thinking about me. I am experiencing what you guys do with that information right now. Some of you have taken it upon yourselves to, in every attempt, make my life miserable. You have invaded my personal life. Some of you have called my employer, and this is clearly way over the line. Now, fortunately, I took Losoyo's advice many months ago and told my employer about my YouTube account and told them that probably there would come a day where people would be calling and saying things about me. So calling my work is not going to accomplish anything. No matter what the threats you make, everything is documented, everything is covered, and your threats are doing nothing but making atheists on YouTube look horrible, and it's shameful. So these folks have mirrored the video. I forgot to mention Redline did it as well, and the video in question exposes my real first and last name, and I am asking everyone who has any sense of privacy, whether you're atheist or theist or Christian or whatever your faith or non-faith is, to ask these people who have mirrored this video to take it down. Not because I'm a Christian who's being persecuted, but because you support the privacy of other people. Just as you support the privacy of Veridical Cadence, I would ask that you would respect the privacy of the Bible Thumping Wingnut. And enough is enough. Please mirror this video if you agree with me, and I'm open to any questions about anything that I've said here. Take care.